What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about recycling the black dollar. Now, a lot of people always say, yeah, man, black people should stop spending their money with the system and put it back into the black community. Now, I'm going to break something down of what I peeped about the so-called black dollar. Now, they say that the black dollar is the most important dollar in the world because black people are the #1 consumers. And I'm just saying the word black just for this video. They say black people are the #1 consumers in the world. And if we stop spending our black dollar with other nationalities, then and put it in our community will be, we will raise our community up in no time, right? You know what I'm saying? Which is 100% true. But it's something that I peep with my own 3 eyes. And like I say, I'm going to break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody else want to break this shit down. So I'm just going to break this shit down to what I see. Now, people always like to say, recycle the black dollar, right? But this is what I noticed, right? Let's say, for example, right, it's a black person that want a painting job done, right? They come want their grass cut. It's a black person, they want their grass cut, they want a roofing job, or they want a painting job. I'm just giving an example, right? Let's say they want a painting job, right? And let's say, for example, right, the paint job, they want their whole house painted, right? So if a person want their whole house painted, I know how to paint. I'm not the one who wants my house painted, so why should I buy all the materials, right? If you want your house painted and you hiring somebody to paint it for you, that means you supposed to buy the tarp, you supposed to buy the paint, you supposed to buy the rollers, you know what I'm saying, the paint brushes, all that shit. You supposed to buy all the materials you need to get your house painted, right? Now, if somebody wants their whole house painted, depending on how big their house is and depending on how much stuff they got in their house, you looking at like a 1,800 to 200. No, you're looking at a $1,800 to $2,000 job, because you have to paint their house, then you have to move furniture, then move it back. I'm just being honest. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I noticed about the black community is they like to say recycle the black dollar. Now, I noticed that, let's say if it's some black wires, it's some black workers, right? Let's say like a black person wants their house painted and they hire some black workers to paint their house. I noticed that the black people always like to lowball the black workers. You see what I'm saying? They'd be like, in the back of my mind, they like, we know that's a $2,000 job, but they gonna be like, I could give you 1,000, or I can give you $600 to $1,000, and you looking like, what? But if they was to hire some white painters, like I said, I ain't got nothing against nobody. Or if they was to hire some Mexican painters, they gonna pay their ass they whole $2,000. They not gonna ask no question, none of it. They gonna make sure they pay them all their money. Or with the white man, they gonna make sure they pay them all their money. They not gonna argue, they gonna ask no questions, they not gonna try to lowball them, they gonna make sure they pay them all their money. But when it comes to the black workers, they wanna lowball us and say recycle the black dollar, but they don't even wanna pay their black brothers the equal amount of pay that they work for. You see what I'm saying? And I noticed that because it's like, you know what I'm saying, money is power, and they don't want to pay no black person that much because they know they like, that's too much power. We gonna keep this nigga down and we gonna lowball him. Same thing with the grass too. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against nobody. This is just something I peep. Same thing with the grass too, man. Like if a black person was to cut somebody's grass, they gonna lowball their ass. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like $100 job of grass. You know how some people want their motherfucking bushes cut. Some people want their grass to look neat. But if the Mexican come and cut their grass, they automatically charge them $175. But they gonna get a black person like $80. What? But you gonna get a Mexican, they all their money. You ain't gonna argue with them. But when it come to your own black brother, you gonna lowball me though, right? You gonna lowball us, huh? You see what I'm saying? It's money is power, man. They be trying to keep motherfuckers down. Like people ain't peep that shit. Like recycle the black dollar and Black Lives Matter, man. Fuck that shit, man. All lives matter, man. I'm just saying, man. Peep game, man. There's a lot of fluky shit going on out here, but nobody want to speak about it. You know what I'm saying? This is just a scenario, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you a scenario of what be going on in the black community. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to lowball black motherfuckers and all this bullshit, but they'll pay the other workers all their money. But they won't pay their own black brothers that money, though. That shit fluky. That shit bullshit, man. I'm just saying, man. Wake the damn up.